What up, YouTube? I'm going to go over the 1972 Topps basketball complete set today. I own two of these. One of them is not completely complete, it's missing one card, and you'll see that. So I'll kind of go over the key cards and some of the stats. Card one, they're all in order, is Wilt, and that's a big card. A lot of times the first card and the last card in the older sets are more valuable because people would stack them and put rubber bands around them, so it would ruin the first card. So I did some research on some of these cards. Wilt has 953 cards graded all through PSA, 510s, 99s, and then 262 eights, and the 8 right now is running $800. And then most of these cards are on card ladder, but not all of them are, especially some of what I would consider the key cards. If you don't see it on card ladder, I went ahead and uploaded it to the submission area. Just go to the submission area and look for the card, some of the key cards, and then just upvote it, and hopefully that'll help. The other big card on the first page is Pete Maravich, all-time leading scorer for the NCAA. He didn't play his freshman year, but he averaged 44.2 points per game. So pretty legit. His career ended a little soon with injuries, and he died suddenly at 40 playing a pickup basketball game because of heart failure. So pretty sad there. Both these guys are in the Hall of Fame. So Pistol Pete, he's got about 900 cards graded too. You can see the breakouts. The breakouts are about the same for all the cards, and the 8s are going for about 680. Another thing I use kind of, I wouldn't say day to day, but just as a reference point, I keep this on hand. It's combined points for ABA and NBA. To me, the ABA should be included. You can see Wilt here is at 31,000 points, number 7 on the list. So pretty high up there. And then you'll see some of the other players as we go through. Pistol Pete's not in the top 50. He had about 16,000 career points. Another key card on this front page is Dave Cohen's. Page 2. Spencer Haywood, I'm pretty sure, is a Hall of Famer. Jerry Sloan, I think so as well. Page 3. Then on the back, I guess I can show you some of the backs. It's just got some other stats and then some like random stats. Wes Unseld, he's a Hall of Famer as a coach. This is kind of a bad copy. I don't know if you can see the creases. The centering, what you're looking for is left to right and top to bottom. Most of my corners on my set are a little light, so I'm guessing most of mine is between like the 4 to 6 range. And then you can see the biggest card on this page is Oscar Robinson. His rookie year is 1961. And then you can see the stats here. He's got about 700 cards graded. Same breakout. And then you can pick up an 8 for about $350. Some of these I had checked eBay comps since they weren't on card ladder. But Oscar, 26,000 career points. Puts him in the top 15 right now, which is really impressive if you look at who's all on that. Nate Thurman, Hall of Famer. Connie Hawkins may or may not be, I can't remember. Calvin Murphy, I'm pretty sure, is a Hall of Famer. Phil Jackson is one of the 3 rookie cards in this set. And most people know about Phil Jackson, and more famous for his coaching. And then he's got about 700 cards graded as well. And you can pick up an 8 for about 600. I did buy a 9, like probably 8 months ago, and I'm really glad I did because they shot up quite a bit. So I do own a 9 as well. But then all my other copies are ungraded. Dave Being, he's pretty notable, but I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Rick Barry, he's a Hall of Famer. And then he's on the list here. Number 24. The NBA doesn't currently recognize ABA statistics, so a lot of these people don't get the true love that I feel like they deserve. I didn't pull stats on him because he didn't have a whole bunch of graded cards. JoJo White, another Hall of Famer. You can see the consistency of the front cards is pretty much the same. Walt Frazier, Hall of Famer, the bright colors. So sometimes what you want to look at is how bright the actual color is. You can see this yellow is a little brighter than this yellow. And that's what some collectors are looking for, is just how good the colors are. I picked these up as complete sets because this guy wouldn't let the Dr. J rookie cards go without me buying the complete sets. And he was a local guy, so I went and did it. Jerry West, I did pull stats on his. You can see he's got over 700 too. Roughly the same breakout, and then 8s you can pick up about 460. Sometimes you'll hear people call Jerry West the logo, and that's because some of the pictures of him is what they actually used for the NBA logo. I didn't fully realize that when I started picking. Bob Lanier, he's a popular one. He has a lot submitted too, and he's a Hall of Famer. Lynn Wilkins, he went on to coach. Through some of these other ones. Don Nelson's fairly popular, but not super popular. Walt Bellamy, I'm pretty sure is a Hall of Famer. So here's the big card. Kareem. Kareem has probably the most, I think, no, after Dr. J, he's got the most submitted. You come down here, and he's got almost 1,000 cards. I put it in the wrong order here, but there's about over 300 8s, and they're about $900. So for an 8, definitely one of the more expensive, but as you can see, all-time leading scorer. So some people call him the GOAT. Rudy might be a Hall of Famer, I forget. John Havlicek, I might say that wrong. I pulled the stats, and to me, some of his cards are highly underrated. You'll see here, number 20 all time, 26,000. Just the company he's in, and he's got some championships with the Lakers. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure I pulled things on him. So Havlicek, this might be a bargain, I don't know. $140 for an 8, and I went and looked on eBay. They have those for buy it now for $140. There was one auction going, but you can go hit a bin right now and get one for $140 plus taxes and shipping. So maybe that's a sleeper card. I'm not sure. Nate, he's a Hall of Famer. Cassie Russell might be a Hall of Famer. I can't remember. Let's see who else. I think this is Bill Bradley here. I'm missing in one of the sets. Pat Riley might be a Hall of Famer. I can't remember. Owen Hayes, I'm pretty sure, is a Hall of Famer. The older players I'm still learning, and so this is NBA championships, and you have your first checklist. You got another cream card here, another Jerry West card. And then I start to see these three-way cards starting to pick up some steam. This has got Cream and John Havlicek on it. Still not super popular. Probably the most popular of the three cards is the ones with Will and Cream on it. I got two of those there. And then kind of what you see here is the rest of the set goes into the ABA players. And then you'll see some of the different names, team names that you might not be familiar with. Artis Gilmore. This is kind of a sleeper card, but not really. It's his rookie year. He's a Hall of Famer. If you look here, he's 27 all time. If you include ABA stats over Patrick Ewing, Ray Allen, Allen Iverson. So compared to those rookies, and kind of see, and then stats here is about 700 cards graded. You can pick up an 8 for 400. So definitely not cheap, but I can tell you that, like, this copy is in pretty good shape, but it's got some, whoops, sorry. It's got some markings on it and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 6. So that was the second big rookie card out of it. And then the card missing here is Dr. J. I have two of these because I have two sets. CSA, and then so to get a 7 from PSA on these older stuff, what I've really noticed is, like, you have to have 4 sharp corners, and if you don't have 4 sharp corners, you're not going to get a 7 or better. And then a lot of times the thing that people talk about on these Dr. J's is the fisheye. But then you can see on my copy over here, there's no fisheye. This one does have a little mark here. I eventually will crack this and send it to PSA. Just not in a hurry to do so. But those are my Dr. J's. Almost 4,000 graded. So I imagine this number with all the low grade copies could double, but then that's probably about it. So that gives you an idea of production runs compared to today's production runs. Is the prime rookie has, and there's probably lost copies, so I would say easily under 10,000 in all grades if they were all to be graded. And 8 is heavily coveted at about 7,000. The 6 that I have is worth probably $1,000 right now, but within the last year they were down to 600. So if you're paying attention, you could have picked one up. But I don't know that they're going to go back down that low again. Louis Dampier, he's a Hall of Famer. Seeing some of the names is kind of fun. Of the Billy Cunningham, he's a Hall of Famer. I think this is kind of a sleeper card too, Dan Eisel. See if you include his stats, ABA, he's top 11, right underneath Shaquille. I don't know how many people today knew who Dan Eisel is. I didn't really know until I started picking the hobby up again, probably 8 months ago. So I think I picked up 2 other raw copies of this. I haven't graded them or anything yet, but I thought it might be a card that's undervalued, but time will only tell. And then they have the championship game cards again. Checklist. Artis Gilmore. So you could consider this like his rookie card too, because people are starting to do that with Michael Jordan, his sticker. They consider it as like second rookie card. If we're strictly talking about the 86 set, not trying to get the 84 involved. And so what I've really seen this last year is a run up on this card. Because people were like, it's also his first year, it's kind of his rookie card, but it's not his main rookie card. So these have really popped. And then a card I think that might be next to pop is this one. It's got Artis and Julius. So 2 of the 3 main rookies in the set. So these are probably long-term holds for me. If PSA prices ever come back down, I'll probably submit a good portion of these next year, because that's when they move to value vintage. And typically you get a price break. You used to for value vintage, so we'll see. And that's probably when I'll submit a good portion of the Hall of Famers, and then I might break up the sets, or I might sell them as sets. I don't know. If you guys and gals like these videos, just let me know. I have more complete vintage sets, so 60s, 70s. I'm probably going to do more of these videos. It helps me learn, because then I go through and I price everything out and look at their stats. It's fun for me. It's a part of my hobby. Later.